All right, Shreveport Funeral Home is expanding. Joining me this morning is Brandon Patterson, and he knows when I see him, I said, boy, Mama sure look good, right? You hear that a lot, right?
A lot,
yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
And that's important, you know, when you have family members that have gone on and transitioned, you want them to look like you remember.
Exactly. You know, the death is already hard enough. You will want to see your loved one in a peaceful state instead of a horrific state.
Right. And so you guys came on the scene a couple of years ago, and you guys have been expanding. And what do you contribute to the growth?
Support. But, you know, my family heritage. You know, my parents were pioneers in the funeral industry in Northeast Louisiana. So I contribute a lot of that, you know, my success to that.
Okay, fantastic. And we understand that there will be an expansion going on in Vivian. It will be the first Black funeral home or African American funeral home in that area that you guys are having a grand opening for.
Well, it won't be the first,
okay,
but it will be the only one at this present time.
At this time, okay.
Yes, at this present time. And the Vivian area is near and dear to my heart because my grandparents are from that area.
Okay.
My grandfather pastored in that area for years.
Okay.
So it's kind of like a second homecoming.
All right, so you guys are going to have the grand opening tomorrow. What does that entail?
It will be this Sunday at 3 o'clock. And basically what the grand opening is, the ribbon cutting. We've taken a historical building in Vivian and we've done renovations to it to modernize it. So we're welcoming the community in, letting them see what we have to offer to them. And just a meet and greet overall.
Yeah. How can people get past the misconceptions of a funeral home? Some people feel like, oh my gosh, I don't want to step into a funeral home. But really, it's a point. That's the only thing that's promised to us is when we're born and when we die. And so eventually somebody will have to go into a funeral home. And the way that funerals are done now, I mean, it's almost like a big celebration of life.
Right, right. That's exactly what it is. You're not celebrating the fact that someone is passed on, but you're celebrating the fact that they lived. The funeral is not for the deceased. The funeral is for the living. And it's a conversation no one wants to have, but everyone has to have.
Right.
So I would say once you get past the fact that a deceased is involved, it's all good.
All right, what are some of the services that you offer? Of course, a lot of people are doing high steppers and things like that. What are some of the special services that you guys offer?
We put our focus on professional service. Now, whatever the family wants to do, of course, we're here to please. But I believe in a funeral service, the most memorable thing that you can do for a family is give them professional service.
Fantastic. Okay, tell us about the grand opening on Sunday. Once again, for the Vivian area, if you live in that area, come on out.
Come on out to 611 South Pine Street, Vivian, Louisiana, 71082. This Sunday, 3 p.m. There'll be food, fun. Just come out and meet us. We're excited to come to the Vivian area to show you what Shreveport Funeral Home has to offer and what we can do for the town of Vivian.
Thank you for what you do for our community, not only in the funeral service, but just in general, all of the donations and sponsorships that you do for our community.
Thank you.
All right, back in a moment.